important. You said it's off the out of the ring, the sponsorship, saving your money and investing. That was a really important thing you said, and that could help other boxers saying, listen, you're not going to stay here forever. Make investments, make your money, make sure you are rich by the time you're all the way up to 50 and older. And that was really, I think that was important what you just said.
No, I'm going to say it here. I'll be a multi-billionaire by the time I'm 51 or before that. I know that. I have a great mind, man. I really think in and out the ring. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of great support outside, you know. I don't believe I'm better than any of you guys or anyone. We all bleed the same. As you guys can see, I bled a little bit in that fight. So, you know, I just keep my head straight, you know, and it's not about like the sky's the limit. You know, don't look up and don't look down. Just look straight and keep moving forward. That's the best thing that you can ever do, because that's right in front of you.
It looks like the takeover. It looks like the takeover, my brother, is very contagious. You started this undisputed thing, and now everybody's going for the undisputed. We got this fight. Yes. We got the women doing their thing. Mm-hmm. What is the takeover bigger than what you even imagine? Because it looks like it's just become.
Yeah, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way, you know. So just having fun with it, man. I'm grateful for it, and I think that's what it is. You know, if I'm doing it for these fighters out there right now that are facing top calibrated fighters and going out there out of their own comfort zone to face each other, be great because of Teofimo, then now it's time that I get out of that part. We did it for the fighters. Now let's go and help the young amateur fighters. Let's go help those guys and show them that there's other ways to do it too. You know, probably even better than how I did it.
That's admirable.
How's my father?
Yeah, how's he?
He doesn't believe I'm retired. My mother doesn't believe I'm retired. No one really believes that I'm retired, but I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna be a slave in this shit. I'm not a slave. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna wear a damn diamond chain to be a slave. I'm not on that. You know, my thing is really, I respect myself. I love myself. I love thyself. And I know how to sell myself, but it doesn't mean I'm going to sell thyself. You get me? So with that being said, I just, man, I think there's other greater things for me, and I really want to expand that now.
Speaking of being a boxing analyst in the future, Canelo and Bivol, if that happens again, you know, break that
Canelo
down.
loses, and he loses bad. He loses bad.
When you say bad, you mean stopping?
Yeah, he might even stop him.
Yo, what do you feel about what Errol Spence said?
I like you, Canelo. Te quiero mucho, pero con la última pelea que tú tenías, no miro bien para nada.
Tio, does that mean that even, because you said during the Sean Porter podcast that a 9-figure contract will get you back, are you saying that now it doesn't matter what they throw at me, I'm not coming back?
No, I don't believe that. The reason why is like you got to hit it at a highest mark to where people are like, never mind then, let him be retired. But if it comes, then okay, then we got something going. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a 3 to 5 year contract that I'm looking at, and you could throw a big number on there.
You said you made $1 million on your last fight. What's your minimum on your contract if you feel comfortable sharing?
My minimum was 1.5. Yeah.
So you made less. You say you made less than your minimum
taxes
for this job? Okay, so that's okay.
So
how do you feel at 140? You know, how does your body feel at 140? You're 25. You know, you're not in your full man prime, but you're probably entering it. You know, how do you feel at 140? Do you feel like 147's in the future, hypothetically, if Teo unretires one day?
No, you know, my thing is 140 felt great. You know, I think now my body has finally got comfortable at it. It finally caught up to the 140 division. Feels great now. You know, and I think I showed that on this past weekend.
I'm Teo.
Yo,
Okay,
Errol Spence was talking about the belt fees, and you were shaking your head, you know what I'm saying? It looked like the people taking advantage of the fighters. We want to know where that money goes to. Is that one of the things that you want to tackle while you in retirement? Where the hell the belt fees is going to?
Yeah, I mean, he gave me a good insight, and it's always been that way. You know, it's like, how is it that, you know, it's 2-3% for each guy, not just one. You know, because also the guy that's facing them gets the cut as well. And if you got more belts, like I've had all of them, you get a fee about like 10-12%.
So have you considered dropping? Did you consider dropping those belts?
Yeah, I spoke with Paco. They're doing an event for me in Puerto Rico. I'll be out there to receive the belt, but I already told him like nah, just vacate it already. You know, the Ring magazine, I spoke with Joe Santadequito. I said, hey, can you vacate it? He's like, technically, you can have it for a whole year. Now, after a year, if you're not in the sport no more, then we vacate it.
Tio, I mean,
That one I can't do.
so wouldn't that
But
make
it's
you-
like you guys don't understand. I mean, I think you guys do because you guys work for it. But it's like I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy that makes everybody else more money than I make. You get me?
You get me?
You said you wanted Latinos
how
to
much
unite. Do you
longer-
think that would
Well, like,
regard?
they don't even consider Ryan Garcia Latino.
Well, some folks do.
Ah, ese gringo no puede hablar español para nada.
Hey,
Coño.
Tio, you are on the contract with Top Rank. I think, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I got like 6-8 months left with them, but anybody could buy that contract, just like Floyd did with the $750K. And Floyd didn't buy his contract out; it was Al Heyman.
So what? I mean, you're.
But
at
I'm
the top-
retired at the moment. Yes,
Tio,
I like it, man. It feels. No, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, man.
Okay.
All right, you know why I retired and why I like it and why it feels good? Cause I don't gotta deal with this shit no more.
So you don't like us, man?
Huh?
You don't
It's-
like
it's
us?
not-
We like you.
It's not that I don't like. No, look, I love everybody, okay? But it comes to a point when you're this great at this young age. It's only two things that can happen in this, and I've seen it in the past, and I don't want to be that guy. You either go 6 feet under, or you go and be a slave. There's only two ways out of that.
When you say slave, do you mean like broke, not making money? Is that what you
No,
mean?
not broke. Broke is not slavery. Slavery is when someone is telling you where you gotta go, what you gotta do, what you have to be, and if they say sit down, you gotta sit down. If they say get on your knee, you gotta get on your knee. I can't be that person that's the slavery on that. I can't go and be like, man, I don't want to fight, but I gotta go and fight. I don't need that.
Maybe you want to be a free agent. Maybe you want to be a free agent.
Who, my father? No, my father's like, man, we got it going. Let's go get this. And I'm like, I want to be a trainer. I want to be a promoter. I really want to be a commentator. I really want to express those things and put my foot on the door in the boxing industry. Like, literally, not just from a fighter standpoint and do all this Mandingo fighting. I'm tired of that. Like, I really want to be the guy that sits them and watch the other Mandingo fighters fight each other. And I'm like,
You want to be a trainer? Are there fighters that you have identified? that you like
I
to
told
work
Nate
with?
Diaz, I said, hey, Nate Diaz, I wrote to him well, at least I commented on one of his posts. I said, I'll train you after my fight with Josh Taylor. I haven't heard anything from Nate Diaz. I'll train him for the Jake Paul fight for sure.
Did you plan on retiring?
I think Jake Paul wants to show that he could be a fighter, for sure. I think he wants to show that he's a well-rounded boxer, that he could go out there and I think the kid really likes boxing. Yeah, I do.
He likes boxing, but is he like a legitimate boxer? You know what I mean? You saw him fight Tommy Fury. Did that give anything away? What did you see in that fight?
Nah, it takes, man, this boxing world takes years. It doesn't just happen overnight. You know, and the fact that Mauricio Suleiman was willing to give these guys a ranking in the WBC goes to show where we're at in the sport of boxing.
Heading
No, they do not. Not even Tommy Fury looks like a fucking amateur.
heading into the Josh Taylor fight.
Tommy Fury is an amateur. Sorry, he is.
Did you know like way beforehand? Like, all right, I'm gonna beat Josh Taylor and then I'm gonna just hang him up. Did you know that?
Yes,
or was
I
it a
knew
scrub
that.
him up?
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. When I was in camp and everything, I would go in the mirror, I would just jump rope, I would train, and then I'll stop. And then I'll just look at myself intense. I'm like, it's just you and I. We got this. And I'll just say that the double greatest. Say I'm the double greatest. But after this, we don't gotta do this shit no more. And that's why I was so happy when I was going out the ring, when I was doing my intro and coming out to Juicy and Biggie Smalls, Notorious.
You always look happy during your intro.
No,
though,
not
man.
all the time. I haven't been this happy in a long time. I'll tell you this much.
Who you think got a better jab? Who you think got a better jab, Spence or Crawford? Who has a better jab, Spence or Crawford?
Both guys have a good job. And it's all about who's going to dictate the fight the most. That's really what's going to... Taylor, Loma. Man, it's tough, bro. It's tough. They both are tough in their own unique way.
You look like you took Taylor out a lot easier than you had.
Well, because he came to fight. Loma didn't come to fight.
Tio, it seems in your career that you really thrive at the best when you were the underdog and everybody doubted you.
Yes.
Like, what was that mentality like coming in, like knowing that people had doubted you, people didn't think you would win, and to show it up every time?
Against all odds, man. Against all odds. Look what they did to Jesus. Threw rocks and spit at him and everything. And he was just trying to help the world and his disciples and show everybody just have faith in him and everything else will turn into light. And, you know, that's what happens, though, man. It's like that. They crucify us every time. But, you know, that's what I love because he died so I could live on.
Tom, last question for me. Is Teofimo Lopez a Hall of Famer? No doubt.
Absolutely. Teofimo's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Yeah, two-time undisputed world champion, 25 years young, two divisional world champion, two-time lineal world champion. My record is a great record. Just with 20 fights getting in is a punch. Like, these guys are at 30, 25, 50, 40, and now just trying to do what I did. And look at the amount of fighters that I have under my belt. It's how can you question that?
While we
Huh?
In the ring, you don't want to accomplish anything else? You accomplish all your goals?
I accomplished all my goals. I'm really happy with what I did. You know, I'm the first male, really. I know y'all gonna go off of the Crawford, and all respect to Crawford. I know he could do his thing on July 29th. But I really am the two-time undisputed world champion. The WBC, you got to look at it. Franchise is super. Franchise is super. Who did Devin Haney beat for the WBC?
I'm not really debating the 135.
And the thing is that we have so many bots in the internet that they just side with whatever is hot, you know, and it's all, it's a whole bunch of bottom feeder dick suckers, and I just can't do that. I can't do that.
Tio,